But it is what it was and what it do, y'all. It's your girl Jackie from Hey Jackie Beauty, and I'm 6 weeks pregnant. Before I get any further in this news that I have to tell you guys, I want to make sure I give you guys a chance to subscribe and join the beauty club. I'd love to have you be a part of this in this new journey that I'm starting. Feel free to hit that bell button to get notifications when I upload not only these updates but also my regular beauty videos, lifestyle videos, etc., etc. And also make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Because, yeah, I'm very active in all those other platforms, and I like to have fun, and I like to interact with you guys. So feel free to follow me there, and I believe that is it. All right, let's talk about this. So, yes, I am officially 6 weeks pregnant. So I have my phone right here. My husband and I, we found out on February 8th. I got my positive pregnancy test. I believe I think on that Friday I was going to be a week late, and so I was too excited. I don't know. I just wanted to see, because goodness, there's so much. So first of all, where do I start? We'll start from the beginning of this whole thing. So my husband and I just moved. As you can see, we're in a new space right now. So we had just moved. I had gotten sick when we had moved. So I think we just moved the weekend of like February 1st or February 2nd. So the previous weekend we had just moved. This is now 2 weekends ago. I gotten sick. So I was using natural methods this time to try and get better. So I was, having ginger tea and taking a lot of vitamin C and zinc, putting oregano oil with a carrier oil on my feet. What I didn't know is that oregano oil is not good for pregnant women. Did not know that because I didn't know I was pregnant at that time. But anyway, and I don't even think the egg had implanted quite yet by that point, so it wasn't in my blood and it wasn't an issue, thankfully. And so anyway, I knew that my period was coming. I really didn't have the typical symptoms that I have had in previous months, where I usually kind of get like the feeling of shortness of breath and I get the feeling of being nauseated before my periods. And this has only been like within the last year or two that this has really been happening. So I didn't get any of the typical signs. I felt pretty normal, and then I also got sick, which is not very normal for me either. I usually get sick maybe twice a year, and I already have been sick a few months earlier in November. So either way, I just felt like I got sick way too easily, because my husband had the same thing, but his only lasted like a day or two. Mine was like getting pretty bad. So anyway, we moved, got here, and I just noticed my period wasn't coming. And it had been late because it was supposed to happen, I believe, around that weekend between the 2nd and the 4th. And I was like, okay, let me just wait, because I've had late periods before because of stress, and it has been stressful moving into here. My life this last few weeks has been crazy, between moving, my car getting hit, all kinds of stuff. It was just a stressful week. So I knew that I just needed to like not assume right away that I might be pregnant. And so anyway, been home for a little while, noticed that I started cramping a little bit, and then I was like, okay, my period's gonna come. And then when I checked, I don't know if this is TMI, but it was only very light brown spotting. Really wasn't anything. And it stopped. So I was like, oh, that's strange. But I was like, oh, maybe it'll stop and then come back. So it didn't come back that night. It didn't come back the next day. So then I was like, okay, something's up. And I believe that's when I had implantation bleeding. And lo and behold, I took the test and found out that I was pregnant. And not only that, but I was, I believe, about 5 weeks around that time. And so now every time I start a new week, it's on a Friday. But anyway, I was able to call the OBGYN, get an appointment in really quick. And so I saw the doctor this past Tuesday. I have the ultrasound. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it, but there's a little nugget. We're able to see the fetal pole and see the heartbeat. You can't hear it quite yet because you don't start to hear the heartbeat, I think, around 6-7 weeks. And so we were still very early, but we went in. I got my blood taken, and I, of course, did a urine test with them. She did the ultrasound, talked over the basics, and then I'm scheduled for another ultrasound when I am 8 weeks, which will be March 1st. No, March 2nd will be when I'm 8 weeks, but my appointment's on March 1st. But yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy. But we're able to see the baby, super, super tiny. The baby's like maybe that big. The baby's teeny, teeny, tiny. And yeah, I'm so excited. And so I have the Bump app on my phone. And now since I'm 6 weeks, I'm going to read to you all about baby H. And so it says here that baby H is now 1/4 inch, 0.25 inches. And baby H is as big as a sweet pea. So here it says, my baby at 6 weeks. Babies also circulating blood with an increasingly more sophisticated circulatory system. Baby's about to get cuter too, since he or she is starting to sprout a nose, eyes, ears, chin, and cheeks. And baby might even be wiggling his or her pad-like hands and feet. The average embryo at week 6 is about 0.25 inches and will double in size again next week. Wow. Has the news sunk in yet? At 6 weeks, your pregnancy is still new to you, so it's normal to feel a little emotional. Add to that some pretty uncomfortable early pregnancy symptoms, which included hormone fluctuations that can feel like PMS on steroids, and it's understandable to feel downright miserable. It's probably why you have a whole 9 months to adjust to pregnancy, and also because baby needs all that time to get all his or her working parts in order. What's amazing is that many of the crucial areas of baby's development have already started at 6 weeks, including circulating blood and sprouting eyes. Now that you're pregnant, you probably have a million questions on your mind. Be sure to write them down so you have them ready to ask your OB at your first prenatal visit or your second. Until then, we hope we can answer a bunch for you. And then they have the ultrasound and then the body at 6 weeks, which we can talk about. Now, as my symptoms, I literally have maybe 3. My 3 symptoms are a sore chest. Definitely my biggest symptom that's showing up very early on. I'm super ditzy. I forget things. I literally lost my phone for an hour, 30 minutes. So I've been spending time looking for my phone. I've left a burner on in the kitchen. My poor husband came behind me and turned it off, but it was after I went to work. So when he came home, it was on. What else have I done? I've been forgetting things. I've lost my glasses. I feel like I lose my wallet. Yeah, I just feel like I can't find certain things that normally are very easy for me to find, and I lose track of stuff. So I'm really taking time now to kind of put things away so that I don't lose them. And so, yes, other than that, and also cramping. I've had some light cramping. Only had one kind of I would say semi-sharp pain, one that was a distinct one. But other than that, all of them have been super mild, super sporadic. And then I've had spotting here and there once in a while. I would say definitely if I push myself too hard, which happened really once, I will spot, but I only spot a tiny bit, and I make sure to keep track of it. But yeah, they say it's normal to spot because the blood flow down there in your cervix and your uterus is so much, and at the same time spotting is old blood, and so you don't want it to be increasing in the flow, and you don't want it to be red or anything. And you need to always tell your OBG if you're spotting, and especially if it's like continuous, if it doesn't stop. I'm not really feeling nauseated, not in the mornings or anything. I felt nauseated yesterday after eating some Cheetos, so I'm kind of staying away from cheesy things and Cheetos right now because I feel like it'll bring that feeling back on. But other than that, I have not had any, no morning sickness. No, I don't feel like I have any fatigue more than normal. Before getting pregnant, I would get tired around 6, and sometimes around the middle of the day, 2 and 3. But also when I worked a 9 to 5, afternoon tiredness was normal. So I don't feel like I'm getting dog tired, like where I have to sit and take a nap. I feel like I can keep going throughout most of the day. There are times where I will just sit and rest, especially if I've worked out. But other than that, I don't really do anything much. I'm trying to think. Oh, always thirsty. My throat is always dry. I'm drinking at least 3 to 5 of these guys a day, which is good. This is about, I believe, 25 or 22 milliliters, I think, or not milliliters, ounces. 22 to 25 ounces in one of these, and so drinking 3 to 5 of them is definitely more than enough water than what I need. And I really honestly kind of only crave water right now. I'm not really craving soda, I'm not drinking tea, I'm not drinking juice, none of that stuff. I don't typically drink that anyway. I'll drink soda, like I'll have a Sprite or a ginger ale if I go out. Those are kind of the only sodas I really crave and want. And actually, I do really love the blood orange San Pellegrino. But again, I don't really buy that. I get that when I'm at my parents' house. And so, yeah. Oh, that's another thing. I had to take a drink. That's another thing. Telling my parents. I've told my family, both sides, my side and my husband's side. So all immediate family knows now. My mom was so excited. She literally fell out. I have a video of that. I think I'll include it here. If I don't include it, you guys will see it somewhere. I think that's it. I've been walking. That's been my form of exercise. Before getting pregnant, I have worked out, but since moving, and I would say before the move, with just everything going on, I wasn't able to keep up a steady schedule. So in working out now, I'm just taking it very slow, just by walking. And every once in a while, I'll do the Anna Saccone first trimester little workout video that she has. I've done it once, and I've only done 2 sets. I haven't done 3 sets. And even with that, I just take it very, very slow and try to basically listen to my body the whole time. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've been doing since being pregnant, because I'm still working and all that, is just listening to my body. I think that is it. So, I get to show you guys my belly. So, I don't know, can you guys see? I'll get on my tippy toes. So, this is what it looks like with the shirt on. I've not really been able to work out, but yeah, all this you see is me, not the baby. So here, gonna do that. So there's little nugget right there. Nugget deep in there, but this is all me. And there you can still see a teeny bit of my abs that I was working on, but yeah. No abs for me, this baby's gonna take over. Okay. Guys, it's crazy. Anyway, I also know one of the questions definitely will be, is this planned? And so yes, this was planned. And I have a little bit more that I want to talk about in this whole thing, so I'll say that for another video. I just can't believe I'm pregnant. This is insane. Anyway, I think that's it. I still can't believe I'm doing this video, you guys. Anyway, let me know if you guys are expecting. Let me know if you are trying. You guys have my prayers, and the best of luck to you if you're trying. Even if you are pregnant, newly pregnant, or have been for a while and about to have your baby, best of luck. My prayers are with you guys. I'm excited to join you on this journey. And just record this for myself too, and kind of have these memories. Oh my gosh. Anyway, much love, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.